Good morning, welcome to day 16. We have got our numbers of the day. Maybe we might be beginning to start to slow down on the cases. So, yoga today. Please make sure you're checking my website for any health issues to make sure that you keep safe and make sure that you've got all the resources that you can do to make this a really good experience. Please share this with other people as well so that they can also benefit if you think they'd like it. Thank you. So today we are going to do a little bit of work looking at how we can adapt things from different positions to sitting on a chair. So the first pose that we're going to adapt is a bow pose. So a bow pose is where we're on our backs like this. So that's the kind of little estimation. So if you think about that for coming to sit onto a chair and thinking, right, how would we adapt that? You can be doing the floor version, which I didn't really teach, I just kind of vaguely showed you what it looked like. But from a chair, if you come to sitting towards the edge of the chair so that you've got that nice lengthening up through the lower back here, and then you can let one leg slide to the back and you can see if that leg can fall down. So that you're thinking about the knee staying close in towards the chair and the front of the thigh beginning to lengthen out. So the movement is this rocking back movement here. But from here we also need to have a little think, not just about the leg, but the kind of rib cage and what's happening through the centre of the body. So we want to get that little lifting up and opening out. So it's a soft back bend, so there's length all the way through the back of the body. So you can gently draw your shoulders back. Free hand is just relaxing onto your other leg. Breathe evenly. You're going to release that leg down and we're going to come to the other side. So you see I'm scooting myself to the other side of the chair so my leg can easily get past this one. So opposite leg is going to come into my hand, and it could be, if it doesn't want to come into your hand, it's just a little bit of trouser leg or that your leg settles onto the floor. So leg is settling in, knees starting to draw down. Then we're going for that little bit more back bend so you can gently open out into it. So you get a feeling of length up and through the tummy muscles. Shoulders relax down, back of the neck is long. Releasing that leg down. Come slightly over to your first side again. And then if you come to your opposite side. So first side again. So this time you're going to go a little bit deeper if it feels good. Remember, no stretch around the knee joint, you're just feeling that lengthening through the front of the thigh, through the front of the body. So shoulders relax down, easing up and out of it. So you feel like the back of your body is all lengthening and gently arching back. And release down. So you can come to your second side. Same thing, just a nice lengthening back. And what I'm actually doing, you can't see, is I'm on the balls of my feet on the foot on the floor here, just to make this leg a little bit more active. Same thing, gently open up. Feel a nice sense of space so you can breathe wide into the chest. And wide into the belly. And then release your leg down so you come to both feet on the floor. We're going to do another adaptation now, so I'm just going to give you a quick idea of the pose. We're going to come into a warrior two, so it's normally done standing, which you can do if you would prefer. So again, start yourself by sitting to one edge of your chair, take the opposite leg back, and it can be that you extend the leg all the way back if you want a feeling of much more work in this back leg. The front ankle is underneath the front knee, so a little bit further back for me, that's about right. Make sure that this knee isn't rotating out. The knee wants to be pointing down towards the floor so that, again, front of the thigh is lengthening out. Hands are going to come out and in front, shoulders relax down the back of the body. Front hand is going to stay on the same side, front hand, front leg are going to stay where they are. Other hand, back hand is going to stretch up, it's going to open out. And it's going to come somewhere towards the back. So it might come a little bit forwards like this, it might come towards the back. We're looking at that gentle moving round of the rib cage so that the shoulders begin to even out. And you're gently, softly going to be looking down through your middle finger. And I love this pose because this is a pose connected to the past, connected to the future, connected to the past. And we're in the middle. We're here now. Back hand is going to come all the way up, all the way over, and down and onto your chair. I'm going to swap over to the opposite side. So again, stepping your other leg back. You can see my other leg back a little bit better on this one. Again, I'm up on the ball of the foot here to make this front leg work more. Back heel is extending away. Hands come out in front, shoulders release down. I'm slightly softening back into my rib cage so I don't come too far forwards. So there's that lifting up from here. Hands are nice and steady. Back hand is going to extend all the way up, all the way out and back. And then I can almost feel I can ease both hands out to start to even out across the shoulders. And then gently taking your gaze down through that middle finger, finding your here and now, between your future, between your past. Bring your back hand all the way back up and over. Settle your gaze down through both hands. And then bring yourself back to just natural sitting. We're going to do one more on each side. So now you've got the hang of where we're going with it. So back leg extends back. Front leg is nice and active. So we're feeling, even though we're in a chair, we've got a lot of work going on in the legs, and you can really feel the movement through the legs more than if you're standing, because you can focus on the positioning of the legs rather than the weight bearing aspect. But if you wanted to, you could start to weight bear a little bit by taking more weight down through your feet so you start to float off the chair. Hands are out in front, shoulders release down. Hand on the same side as the back leg starts to make a beautiful great big arc up and overhead, all the way out somewhere towards the back. Make space in between the spine so that we can almost spread the shoulder blades away from one another. Breathe easy, soften out. And then take your hand up and over. Down through both hands. And bringing yourself back to just even for a moment. And then to your opposite side. So leg is going to extend back. Front foot is going to start to get a little bit active. So it's not just one area of the body we're working, it's both legs, both arms, everywhere, all at once. Hands are out in front. Gaze is soft. Back hand starts to arc up and over. All the way out to the back. Ease out into the very centre of the spine. And then gentle gaze down through that middle finger. Back hand is going to come all the way up and over. Hands are going to come down. And you're going to bring yourself back to sitting. Settled and even feet. We're going to do a seated twist from here. So one hand comes across your body. Other hand's either going to rest onto your chair or it can just link onto your chair. If you hold on to your chair, make sure you don't end up kind of tight and forced. Remember, we're wanting to just gently come round towards the hand that's behind. And remember, the movement is in through the very centre of the body. So lift through the pelvic floor, across through the tummy and the rib cage, gentle with the gaze, and bring yourself back to the centre. And then over to the opposite side. So again, maybe just start with your hand on the chair. Then if you feel like you'd like to go further, you can take it onto the back of your chair, if you would like. Again, just spread round through the rib cage, round through the tummy. Breathe. And then bring yourself back to the centre. And from here you're just going to fold forward easily over both legs. Get a feeling of the back of the body curving forwards. And hopefully a nice stretch off through the back of the waist and the shoulders. Bringing your hands back up your legs to come to sitting. And we're going to do a bit of breathing from here. So if you just bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. And we're going to do our little sips of breath today. So the little breaths in. So it's like we're breaking the breath in, and I was taught this as ladder breath. You can also think about little sips. You can think about a little breath in, little breath in, little breath in. So I'll do a variation of that today. So if you want to start by just taking a nice easy breath in, and for you a nice easy breath out. And if your timing is different from me, please adapt. So don't go on my timing just because you think you should. Please, it's all about you, about where you are today. Breath in, breath in, breath in, and out. Last time. And let your breathing come back to normal. Notice how just a little bit of breathing can change your breathing pattern, how the lungs appear to or feel like they expand, and where the body expands. So my challenge for you today is to think of 3 occasions where somebody has done something that has really changed your life for the better. And just to think about what those 3 things could be. And it might be you have very many more than them, and it might be that it's really difficult to find only 3. But enjoy the process of thinking through what those things would be for you, and just acknowledging the kind of how much we can affect each other's lives for the better. And my quote for the day, I'm going to have to read it to you. This is a quote by Katrina Mayer. The day she let go of the things that were weighing her down was the day she began to shine the brightest. The day that she let go of things that were weighing her down was the day she began to shine the brightest. I wish you a wonderful day. And if it's not a wonderful day, I wish you an okay day, or a good day, or a passable day. I wish your day to be as good as you're open for it to be. Thank you.